Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we have another part of our Minecraft Live. We are looking pretty good. So we have our mending pickaxe. We're gonna go to sleep actually after, oh my goodness. We're gonna go to sleep now because that's good. Alright, so we have a great episode today. We actually cooked up quite a bit, so I'm going to go and I'm going to go get some more stone quick. Actually, we're not going to do that at all. Let's start crushing this wall, because why not? Well, not why not, that's, well, it's our goal. So, I'm sure you've all heard of the word honesty. And if you haven't, that's fine. Honesty is just being truthful, is knowing who you are, knowing what you are, what you're capable of, and really, Wonder One, I like that, I didn't realize that's what it was. Really just telling yourself straight up how it is, being honest with yourself, and admitting to yourself that, you know what, this is how it's going, this is what it looks like, and I'm accepting that as the full truth. I'm accepting that as the truth, because that is. And just being honest with ourselves can change everything. And I've learned, and I continue to understand the power of honesty within my life. Even today, we can always learn and improve, and I've just recently actually started to apply this in my life. Yes, I was like, you know what, I'm an honest person, and yeah, there's honesty to a degree, there's honesty to a place in our life. When we can believe we're honest, that's another thing. We can believe we're honest in our conscious mind, which is where we think. And then our actions may say otherwise. We may be acting in different ways to ourselves. We may be acting dishonest to ourselves, not fully trusting ourselves, not fully telling ourselves what it really is that's going on, or what it really is that we're achieving in our life. What results am I really getting? Am I really getting what I want? Am I truly getting what I want? And if I'm not, it's going to take me to be honest with myself to really change that result. Because in order to grow, we have to see where we're at very objectively, which takes a degree of wholehearted honesty. It takes a degree of just saying, this is where I'm at. Let's say the person's 250 pounds and they've gained 200. Well, they've gained 100 pounds. And they're like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like where I'm at. I don't like the feelings I'm feeling at this weight. I don't like the way my body feels. I don't like the way my mind feels. That person is going to have to be very honest with themselves. What is going on in my life? What am I entertaining? What am I eating? Where am I at? And that honesty is going to change everything for them. When they're truthful, open, and honest with what they're receiving and achieving in life, that's when their results are going to change. That's when they're going to start to lose the weight, because they're able to recognize where they're at, and they're able to make the changes that are necessary, because they say, hey, I'm 250 pounds and I started at 150. What do I need to do to get me to whatever said goal is? And just like myself, for example, being with my mentor, speaking with my mentor, shedding some light on what I was going through, and he just said, you know what, you got to start being honest with yourself. And there was a degree of me that, said, I am being honest with me. because there was a part that just didn't want to admit that, there was more honesty that can be had. And sure, you can be honest in certain areas. However, we must, in order to be honest with ourselves, we must just wholeheartedly be honest about everything, the truth. If I'm just receiving results that I don't like, and that person may be around people they don't like, or again, the analogy or the example of someone who may be in a weight they don't like. That was me at one point. I was at a weight that I didn't like, and I had to make certain changes in my life. And at that point, how Ryan may have went about that, there was no right or wrong. I went about it the way that he went about it. And then I started to come into endurance training, and that was a whole thing in itself, that I started to really come into who I am. And that's a whole different story in itself. However, back to honesty. In order for us to be honest and really understand and really grow, we just got to admit, because we know the truth. It's whether or not we're willing to accept it, because that's one, and whether or not we're willing to face it. Because when we just say, hey, this is what I'm getting, this is what I don't like to get anymore, and I'm going to change it, I'm going to do something about it, that's when that person's able to move forward and just say, okay, well, I let that go. I realize that's what's happening. Until the person realizes that that's what's happening, they will not make any changes, because they won't think there's anything going on, either because they're just simply not actually aware of it, that it's going on, or they may not want to admit to themselves when they've pushed it back, suppressed it, or repressed it in their minds. And either one, whatever's happening is irrelevant. The biggest thing is that we must become aware of what we're entertaining, what we're thinking, how we're thinking, and then make the steps to improve upon it. And honesty can do that in a second. When we're honest with ourselves, open and honest, our lives can change in that instant, literally in an instant, because we just say, hey, this is where I'm at, this is what I can do now to just say, well, I don't like this. And when you're honest, you then become aware that that's what's happening, and you can move forward. You can say, all right, now what do I want? Now what? Now what's my next move? Now what do I want? What's this picture of health that I see for myself? What is this picture of growth that I see? What is it in my mind that I want to be doing, that I want to be living from? And then start to embody that. What is the first food that comes to mind that I want to start eating, that person's been putting off? And that honesty is just going to trigger a flood of improvement, of growth, of self-love and self-care, because they may have been pushing that back and not even aware of it, and then they can admit to themselves, wow, I feel good. For example, if someone's playing a certain, let's say they're playing a video game. Take a younger version of me, for example. I used to play Minecraft a lot, and it was giving me certain results that I didn't necessarily like. At that time, I didn't realize that, I was avoiding doing things that I really wanted to do, or my fitness, or my health, and I wasn't aware at that time, even though I could say, yeah, I don't necessarily want to be playing this video game all the time. I was still doing it because I wasn't honest with myself that I know that I want to do something different. And now I see, everything is perfect. And now I see the relevance to why I am where I am, what Minecraft has placed in my life to serve others. And it takes being honest to say, you know what, this is where I am, this is what's happening, and I want to move forward. A great example of that, very clearly, that I will send a little bit more light before I wrap up this topic, is going to the doctor. If you've ever been to the doctor, you know that it's very objective. When they just say, what's going on? If you're like, you know what, my stomach really hurts, and they're like, well, what does that mean? Well, you know what, that person there's blood in their stool, or they're like, you know what, I'm throwing up and I don't know what's going on, doctor. Can you help me? And they'll say, well, you know what, we got to run some tests. They're very objective. They're not getting involved with what's happening. That is being just open and honest. You just tell them how it is. You just say, hey, this is what's going on. And when we learn to do that with ourselves, literally our world can change like that. When we just learn to be objective like a doctor, just take the bird's eye point of view and literally just say, hey, what's going on here? What am I eating? What am I doing throughout my day? And just be the doctor for ourselves. Just be that person that's taking that bird's eye point of view, third person point of view, and just be like, all right, what's going on? What can I do? Assess, and then move forward based off of our vision, where we want to go, what we want to achieve, what we want to be living, how we want to be living, and then make the necessary changes to live in harmony with that. What I mean in harmony means to align ourselves internally with that new image of what we really want. Oh, there's a good amount of cows here. And when we do that, our whole life is going to change. Our life is literally going to grow exponentially because we've just said, you know what, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this. And then we just take action. And our whole world is just going to change like, literally like that. When we take new perceptions of things, when we forgive ourselves, when we allow ourselves to dream, when we allow ourselves to express that true feeling within, that's when our world starts to change. That's when we start to really grow, and we can start to move forward with our life and just say, hey, well, that didn't work, doesn't work, not working for me, let's move forward. So now we're here. We are making some great progress. This is awesome. What I'm going to do is I want to go and I want to get a fortune for my shovel, and I want to go rip some of that clay in that lake because I want to go trade with those villagers to get some emeralds, to get fortune. Hold on. Okay, so I want to get, the goal is to get these stone bricks. That's the goal. Fortune is a side effect. If we can get the stone bricks without fortune, that is perfect. So we just also dug a great amount of holes here. We can also get, I'm going to look, oh, efficiency on our villagers is going to be beautiful as well. We have a breaking. That's good. That is great. And all right, horse guy, I trust you. So it's definitely a new feature that they've added. Things like rising and moving to different blocks in the water, that's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. So essentially what I'm doing here are my blacksmith villagers, I believe, have clay for emeralds. I believe that's what's going on over there. So I'm just going to get a nice amount of clay and their squids, so respiratory, or whatever that one's called, depth strider, no, that's not it, one of those anyway would be great too, because then we'll be able to breathe underwater longer. That will allow us to, oh, she's looking nice over there. Some gravel. And the squids, these guys are good for emeralds. Squid packs. So yes, honesty. When we're honest with ourselves, we are automatically honest with others, because what we do in the home is what we do outside of the home. It all starts within the home first. If we want to form a certain habit outside, a key example is, if we want to do something outside, it's very easy to do something around strangers, around someone I don't know, or you don't know. However, when we go to do that thing around someone that we love, that knows us habitually as doing certain things, that's going to be and have a different degree of difficulty, or a different degree of uncomfortability, I will say, than if I were to just go out and do it with or around somebody that I don't know or don't necessarily care about emotionally as I do like my family. So when we go out and we do something, just remember that quote. It all starts within the home. If I want to go and I want to meet somebody new, or I want to speak confidently around people, or I want to, receive, if this person's in a relationship, they want to receive more hugs from their partner, or if they want to, feel more loved, or whatever. If that person's like, I want more fulfilling relationships, it all starts in the home. If you're in an office job and you're like, well, hey, I want to be closer with my associates at work, or you're at school and you're like, I want to be closer with these people that I'm with, and they're waiting for the world to happen to them. That is the opposite approach, because we will be waiting a long time if we're waiting for things to happen to us. Everything happens for us in our favor based off of what we're getting involved with in that moment. So if a person wants something, just remember, we got to put our name to it, and you just got to say, hey, well, I want this, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to go get it. And it starts in the home first. So if I want more love from others, I'm going to make love the number one thing that I do. I'm just going to give everyone in my family hugs, no matter how uncomfortable. If that person's never given anyone a hug, if you're like, you're not a hugger, or you don't like doing that, make it a habit right now, today. If you're like, I want to get more, or I want to be a part of more loving conversations, or more love just with my partner or with my family, it starts with us first. We gotta start giving hugs to other people, and then we'll start receiving them. I learned that from my mentor in a great way. He said that to me, and that's changed my life. If we want anything from anyone, you must first give. It's just how it works. It's a law. If we want to receive any love, if we want to receive anything in return from the universe, from God, from anybody, focus on the giving and the gifts we can give and the good we can give to that person first. Focus on that and only that. And then the things that you want will start to show up in terms of people, gifts, money, whatever it is. The physical dollar bills are the last thing that will show up. It is the consciousness, it is the level of feeling, the actions that the person takes that is the cause of all of that other stuff. So this has been a good video, good haul here as well for... Oh, he's not finished yet. He's coming back. For clay, also for squid packs. So this is going to be a good emerald haul too with our villagers. And this is going to be the final one we'll take on here. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm very grateful to be able to share a space with you where I can communicate ideas and people can listen and people can grow just as I'm growing. If you find any of these videos helpful, what I want you to do is just leave a like if you enjoy it, leave a comment, let me know what you enjoy, if there's anything you'd like to see, if there's anything you'd want to hear about, a certain topic or whatever. Let me know. I would love to add that in a video if that's something that that I'm able to do, and that's something that I would like talking about myself, or that resonates with me, and we can help bring that to the world together. Let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like, and we will go from there. Where was this? That's actually not a bad tree at all. Where was this clay for? It's got to be a blacksmith's then. That's what that was. Alright, so as we come to the end of our video here today, I hope you have all enjoyed, and as I said, as always, leave a comment, leave a like, and wow, that went up. That was good. Quartz, nice. He's not a... That's not a bad trade either. I think this guy should be leveled up, right? Huh. Alright, so that's good. Okay, we got our blocks, and we don't need anything from these bad boys. That's 22 levels. Wow, that's quick. Alright, Unbreaking, Infinity. We don't need anything else from there at the moment. Alright everyone, so that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed. As I said, leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you'd like to see, if there's anything you'd like to see, what you've enjoyed. Any comments, anything that you're like, hey, I would love to learn more about this. Feel free to drop a comment and fill me in. Let me know what you would like to see, and we'll get that rocking and rolling. So I look forward to seeing you all next episode, next live. Yeah, have a great rest of your Wednesday, if that's the day you're in. If you're in a different time zone or a different part of the world, enjoy the rest of your day. I will most definitely see you tomorrow. Thank you.